When you're considering a new hairstyle, especially one as bold and transformative as a pixie cut, it's only natural to want to see every angle before you make your decision. You want to know how it will look from the front when you're greeting a friend, from the side when you're sitting in a restaurant, and from the back when you're walking away. Understanding the full picture helps you feel confident in your choice, and that's exactly what we're here to explore today. The layered short pixie cut has become one of the most sought-after styles for women over 60, and for good reason. It's elegant, it's youthful, and it works beautifully with hair that may have lost some of its thickness over the years. But what makes this particular cut so special is the layering technique, those carefully crafted layers that add dimension, movement, and the illusion of fullness from every possible angle. Today, we're going to take a complete look at the layered short pixie cut, examining it from the front, the sides, and the back. We'll talk about what makes each view important, how the layers work together to create a cohesive, flattering shape, and what you should look for when discussing this cut with your stylist. Whether you're already in love with the idea of a pixie or you're still on the fence, seeing the full picture will help you understand why this style has captured the hearts of so many women just like you. You deserve to feel beautiful from every angle, and a well-executed layered pixie cut can give you exactly that. So let's dive in together and discover how this timeless style can become your signature look. The front view. Framing your face with layered elegance, the front view of your pixie cut is often the first impression people have of your hairstyle, and it's where the magic of layering truly shines. When you look at yourself in the mirror each morning, this is the view you'll see most often, so it needs to make you feel confident, beautiful, and like the best version of yourself. A layered short pixie cut, when viewed from the front, creates a soft, face-framing effect that highlights your features rather than hiding them. The layers start longer around the face and gradually get shorter as they move back toward the crown and sides. This graduated length creates movement and dimension, preventing the flat, one-dimensional look that can sometimes happen with blunt cuts. For women with thin hair, this layering technique is especially important because it gives the illusion of more hair than you actually have. The front of a layered pixie typically features bangs or fringe of some kind, and this is where you have beautiful options to customize the look to your face shape. Soft, side-swept bangs that gently graze your eyebrow create an elegant, feminine frame that draws attention to your eyes. If you prefer something more modern, you might choose wispy, textured bangs that fall just above your eyebrows, giving you a fresh, youthful vibe. The key is that these bangs shouldn't be heavy or blunt, they should be feathered and light, maintaining the airy quality that makes layered pixie cuts so flattering. From the front, you'll also notice how the layers around your cheeks and jawline work to soften and contour your face. If you have a rounder face, slightly longer layers near the temples can create a subtle elongating effect. If you have a more angular face, softer, choppier layers around the cheeks can add gentleness and warmth. A good stylist will tailor these front layers specifically to your features, ensuring that when you look straight ahead, you see a harmonious, balanced shape that makes you feel radiant. The texture is another crucial element visible from the front. Layered pixie cuts aren't meant to lie flat and smooth, they're meant to have personality, movement, and a bit of playful tousle. When you run your fingers through the front sections, you should feel distinct layers that separate and move independently. This is what creates that coveted piecey, textured look that appears so effortless and chic. Even if your hair is naturally fine or straight, the layering creates natural separation that mimics the fullness of thicker hair. Color and highlights can also enhance the front view dramatically. Lighter pieces around your face can brighten your complexion and draw attention to your eyes, while subtle lowlights add depth and dimension. Many women find that a soft balayage or face-framing highlights make their layered pixie come alive from the front, adding visual interest without overwhelming the cut itself. When you're at the salon discussing your layered pixie, bring photos that show clear front views. Point out the bang length you like, the amount of texture you want around your face, and how far you'd like the layers to extend past your ears. Communication is everything, and the front view is where you'll spend the most time looking at yourself, so make sure your stylist understands exactly what you're hoping to achieve. The front view of a layered short pixie cut is where personality meets elegance. It's where you'll see yourself smile, where you'll apply your makeup, and where you'll check your reflection before heading out the door. This view should make you feel like you're looking at a woman who's confident, stylish, and completely comfortable in her own skin. That's the power of a well-crafted front view. It doesn't just frame your face, it celebrates it. The side profile. Where architecture meets grace, the side view of your layered short pixie cut reveals the architectural genius of the style, the way the layers stack, graduate, and create a silhouette that's both structured and soft. This angle shows the true craftsmanship of the cut and demonstrates why a talented stylist is so essential for achieving a beautiful result. When you look at a layered pixie from the side, you'll notice a gentle graduation from longer layers in the front to shorter layers in the back. This isn't a dramatic difference, it's a subtle, flowing transition that creates a flattering profile. The hair at the front, near your face, might extend to just below your earlobe or even graze your jawline, while the hair at the nape of your neck is cut quite short, sometimes as brief as a 1/4 inch or less. This graduation is what gives the pixie its distinctive shape and prevents it from looking boxy or heavy. The side view also reveals the crucial crown area, the top of your head, where volume matters most. In a well-executed layered pixie, the crown has slightly longer layers that can be lifted and styled to create height. This vertical dimension is essential for women with thin hair because it draws the eye upward and creates the illusion of fuller, more abundant hair. When you see a pixie cut that looks flat and lifeless, it's often because there isn't enough length or layering at the crown to create that lift. Your ear area is another important element visible from the side. A layered pixie typically exposes the ear, either partially or fully, and this can be incredibly elegant and youthful. Some women prefer to keep a bit more length over the top of the ear, while others love the clean, crisp look of a fully exposed ear with short, tapered hair around it. The layers in this area should be soft and feathered, blending seamlessly with the hair above and below rather than creating harsh lines. The neckline, visible in profile, shows where the haircut ends and your natural neck begins. A layered pixie usually features a tapered nape hair that gradually gets shorter as it approaches the hairline at the back of your neck. This tapering creates a clean, polished look that's incredibly flattering and draws attention to the graceful line of your neck. Some pixies have a more graduated taper, while others are clipper cut very close to the skin. Both can be beautiful. It's simply a matter of personal preference and the overall vibe you're going for. From the side, you can also appreciate how the layers create movement and dimension. When you turn your head, the layers shift and separate, catching the light and creating shadows that add visual interest. This dynamic quality is what makes a layered pixie feel alive and modern rather than static and dated. It's also why this cut photographs so beautifully. Every angle reveals something slightly different, and the layers ensure that your hair never looks one-dimensional. The side view is where you'll see how your pixie interacts with glasses if you wear them, how it looks when you're having a conversation in profile, and how the cut complements your neck and shoulder line. This angle matters more than many people realize because it's how others see you when you're sitting beside them, driving in a car, or walking together. A well-designed side profile can make you look elegant, youthful, and incredibly put together. When discussing your cut with your stylist, ask to see the side view in a handheld mirror while you're still in the chair. Make sure you're happy with the graduation, the crown height, and the way the layers fall around your ear. Small adjustments in the side profile can make a big difference in the overall look, so don't be shy about asking for tweaks. This is your hairstyle, and you deserve to love it from every angle, especially this important profile view. The back view, the finishing touch of your pixie, the back view of your layered short pixie cut is where the style comes together completely, and it's an angle that many women forget to consider until after the cut is done. But the back is just as important as the front or sides. It's what people see when you're walking ahead of them, when you're sitting in front of them at a restaurant, or when you're working at your desk. A beautifully finished back view is the hallmark of a truly excellent pixie cut. When you look at the back of a layered pixie, the first thing you'll notice is the neckline. This area should be clean, tapered, and flattering to the natural curve of your head and neck. The layers at the back typically get progressively shorter as they move down toward your nape, creating a graduated, stacked effect that adds volume and shape. This stacking is particularly beneficial for women with fine or thin hair because it creates the illusion of density and fullness even where hair might be naturally sparse. The crown area, when viewed from behind, should have visible height and volume. This is achieved through the longer layers on top that can be lifted and styled upward. From the back, you should be able to see a gentle dome or rounded shape at the crown rather than a flat surface. This roundedness is what gives the pixie cut its youthful, modern appeal. If the back of a pixie looks flat or pancaked against the head, it's usually because the layers aren't properly graduated or there isn't enough length left at the crown to create lift. The nape of the neck is a delicate area that requires special attention in a layered pixie cut. Some women prefer a soft, feathered nape where the hair gradually fades into the natural hairline, creating a subtle, feminine finish. Others love a more defined, clipper-tapered nape that's cut very close to the skin, offering a crisp, clean look. Both approaches can be beautiful. The choice depends on your personal style and the overall shape of your head and neck. A skilled stylist will assess your natural hairline and head shape to recommend the most flattering option. Layering at the back creates texture and dimension that prevents the pixie from looking like a simple bowl cut or mushroom shape. You should be able to see distinct layers that stack upon each other, each one slightly shorter than the one above it. This stacking creates shadows and depth, making your hair appear thicker and more voluminous than it actually is. The layers should blend seamlessly without obvious lines of demarcation. The graduation should look natural and intentional, not choppy or disconnected. Color placement matters significantly in the back view as well. Highlights and lowlights add dimension and make the layers more visible and pronounced. Even subtle tonal variations can enhance the stacked, layered effect, making your hair appear fuller and more dynamic. Many colorists will place lighter pieces at the crown and darker tones underneath, creating a natural-looking depth that's especially striking from behind. One often overlooked aspect of the back view is how it looks when your hair is wet versus dry. A good layered pixie should maintain its shape and structure even when it's not styled. While it won't have the same volume and texture as when it's blow-dried and product-enhanced, the basic shape should still be visible and attractive. This is the mark of a well-executed cut one that works with your natural hair rather than requiring constant manipulation to look good. When you're at the salon, always ask your stylist to show you the back view with a handheld mirror before you leave. Walk around, move your head, and make sure you're completely satisfied with what you see. The back of your head represents the stylist's skill and attention to detail, and it should be just as polished and beautiful as the front. Don't settle for anything less than a back view that makes you feel confident and gorgeous. The back view of your layered short pixie cut is your finishing statement. It's the last impression you leave as you walk away, and it should be just as stunning as your smile. When all three views, front, side, and back, work together harmoniously, that's when you know you've found the perfect pixie cut for you. Understanding your layered short pixie cut from every angle, front, side, and back, empowers you to make confident decisions about your hair and communicate clearly with your stylist. Each view tells a part of the story, and when they all work together, the result is a hairstyle that's flattering, youthful, and uniquely yours. The beauty of a layered pixie isn't just in how it looks, it's in how it makes you feel. When you know that your hair looks beautiful from every angle, you carry yourself differently. You walk with more confidence, you smile more freely, and you embrace the woman you've become without hesitation or apology. That's what a great haircut should do. It should celebrate you completely from every possible view. If you've been thinking about trying a layered short pixie cut, take the leap. Bring photos that show all three views to your salon appointment. Have an honest conversation with your stylist about your hair texture, your lifestyle, and your personal style. And then trust the process. You might be surprised at how liberating and beautiful a shorter cut can be, especially one that's been crafted with care and attention to every single angle. You are beautiful from every view, and you deserve a hairstyle that reflects that truth. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path.